So Once Upon a Time is back in about a week, which is awesome. I'm really excited for the show to return because then I get to make more videos again. I'm really excited to make my last batch of Once Upon a Time videos because I love discussing this show. Though I'm not excited about finding new stuff to make videos on because I did, embellish the channel with Once Upon a Time, but that's a topic for another day. Now, normally ABC will release promotional photos for Once Upon a Time, but I don't normally cover them because they're really not that intriguing, unless it's like a brand new set photo with a brand new character or a really crazy reveal. But these photos normally don't give too much of a reveal. Most of these photos were actually Hook, Zelena, Robin, and Gothel, just standalone shots. And there's also many photos of Zelena and Hook, and we've seen Rebecca and Colin in many scenes together since season 3. So, when I see a photo of Colin O'Donoghue and Rebecca Mader, I'm not thinking, oh my god, this is amazing, because I've seen this. Now, granted, you could say it's, Hook 2.0, we haven't seen them together, but in all honesty, it's not that great, because, it's Hook. But there were a few photos that sparked my interest, and they all revolve around Gothel, Robin, and Zelena. Now, if you look closely, you'll see the photos there have a crystal ball, and now we've known for a while that a Disney park attraction character is going to be coming to the show, and I'm pretty sure that those photos with the crystal ball is more or less indicating that Madame Leota is coming to Once Upon a Time. And I would think the photo would be cooler if we saw the visual effect of Madame Leota inside the crystal ball, but I don't think ABC wants to really give the spoiler away. I think they want to have a little bit of conjecture in regards to who one of the Coven of Eight is. Of course, there always could be just the idea that Gothel is going to be telling Robin her future, but I doubt that. I really think that Gothel is somehow seducing Robin to the dark side in order to get another member of her Coven of Eight, maybe make it a Coven of 9. Mother Gothel, she seems to take, it's been women so far. We haven't seen her really interact with many men besides Hook, who she seduced, and Rumple, but, she's able to essentially take young women under her cloak and seduce them to some level. She did that with Drizella, she did that with Rapunzel, and now she's possibly doing it with Robin. And she's going to be luring them to the dark side, and it will more than likely hurt Zelena if her daughter goes to the dark side. Now, speaking of the dark side, Adam Horowitz and Andy Kitsis are known to be big Star Wars fans, and I have a feeling, could be totally wrong, but this is just my conjecture, that Robin is their little homage to Kylo Ren. And here's my theory. I had to write it out in order to, make it sound cohesive. So if you see me referring, or looking away, I'm looking at the notes that I wrote up for this. So both parents for Kylo Ren and Robin Mills. I think it'd be Robin Mills would be her last name. For Kylo Ren and Robin Mills come from good characters. Yes, you can say Zelena originally is not good, but for all intents and purposes on Once Upon a Time, she's a good character. So then you have both parents that have connections to the dark side. Leia was the daughter of Darth Vader, and Zelena herself is wicked. Her sister was the evil queen, and her mother was the evil queen of hearts. So that would make their offspring susceptible, and that's exactly what happened in Star Wars, where Kylo Ren, was tricked to becoming, or not tricked, seduced by the dark side to become a villain. And here it seems the same way with Robin is being seduced to the dark side by Gothel. Now you could say that they've already done their homage to Star Wars and Darth Vader and Kylo Ren and the like by saying, well, they already made a hero go evil with the Dark Swan. But if you remember the Dark Swan doesn't really fit the analogy to Star Wars here, because Emma was never truly dark. She was pretending, and Hook, we've still never met his mother. We're not going to meet her. We met his father once, and, we don't really have ties to them. For Star Wars fans, you have ties to Han Solo and Leia. With, Once Upon a Time, you have ties to Zelena and Robin Hood, to their daughter Robin. So it makes a bit more sense. And also with the Dark Swan, both of Emma's parents were heroic. They never really had true, dark tendencies. And, granted, sometimes they were a little boring, and they were definitely flawed, but not evil, but good nonetheless. So I really have a feeling that Robin is just a very small homage, to Kylo Ren. It just makes sense, with Gothel being, the Emperor / Darth Sidious, etc., etc. The new Star Wars Sith Lord, who is actually, killed in episode 8. Sorry for the minor spoiler, but the movie's been out for a while, and the fact that if you've been able to avoid episode 8 spoilers since December, good for you. Now, I highly doubt Robin is going to stay evil, only because there's that scene in the trailer where she looks horrified the second Zelena collapses. I just don't think they're going to keep her as an evil character, even if they did make her evil. Also, in Star Wars, when Kylo Ren kills Han Solo, he doesn't really seem to care. And in this frame here, Robin seems to care when something bad is happening to Zelena. So I really think it's just like a very small homage to Star Wars. And at the same time, I have to tell you, I really love the idea of a character being seduced by the dark side. I think it's a fantastic idea, especially with having to go with a struggle. I think it's fun. The Dark Swan didn't do that. I thought that's exactly what was going to be happening with the Dark Swan. That's my major issue with that arc is, she had all this dark power, but then she never had to fight it. She was always too good. And I didn't like that. But that's irrelevant because we're on, season 7 now. So I think with the set photos, I personally wish that we could have seen Madame Leota actually in the ball, but I had already said that, and I think, the ABC didn't want to spoil it. But I am curious to be seeing what's going on with Robin and Gothel. I think it's a really interesting concept to have, Robin, pushed into Gothel's arms. Now, in the press release for Robin's casting, they said that Robin is, like in the shadow of her mother and her father. And I think by going to Gothel, she'll find a way to not be in the shadow of Zelena, or she's hoping that Gothel will help her be even better than her mother. But, the only issue I have with the character of Robin is we don't know her. We knew her as a baby in season 5 and 6, but, she was a baby. She didn't really do too much. And then she was only introduced as an adult in one episode. So, they hyped up like Alice and Robin's romance to be a big deal. And I don't feel that because it was just there. And the same thing here is Robin is just here as an adult. So I do hope that, we're going to have some attachment to Robin at some point because T.R. Scobie is going to be recurring for a few more episodes. Overall, season 7 has been relatively messy with the writing, but it's still been a fun ride nonetheless, especially since we've had, a 2-month hiatus since the show's been done. I've had time to go back and, look at clips that really stuck out to me. And I do think 7, despite its flaws, it's still fun to watch. So anyway, share your thoughts about these set photos in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching my review of them. I'm looking forward to getting back to reviewing the episodes on Fridays. I'll do them. I probably will be able to get most of them out right after the episode airs, along with the trailer review. And if any more sneak peeks, I will cover them. So anyway, share your thoughts in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching. All right, guys. Bye.